sections.
Getting a full view of the rafters there.
It's going as fast.
Gotcha, just a slow one. So let's put this all the way in the corner and see. I still can't really see in the viewfinder what we can see. There's Pete.
Yeah.
Can you tell? Gonna close up of Pete's nose hairs there. Well, we're just gonna assume that's as good as it gets because I can't tell otherwise.
Yeah.
What's the light at the bottom there? Window. It's got to be that door
Oh yeah.
right there. So we're showing plenty.
Yep.
Yeah, the viewfinder in this is just too small. But okay, let's
Yes.
do spin down. I think over here is probably the best angle I can get.
Okay. Here it goes. I'm going to do both of these switches together. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Let me know if you see something stop because I might miss it, and I'll do the same.
Okay.
I can't see the view fan.
Which you think, golden?
Sorry. Yes. The Codep.
Oh, the little coda.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll watch down here. You watch.
I'm still trying to figure out. So Pete's over there, and you can see all of Pete. So you can probably see pretty much all of this.
Okay. Let's
Anything stopped yet?
nothing's
That orange line's pretty close. Maybe you should leave that orange line on overnight
Yeah.
so those bearings can break in a bit.
Okay.
Is that the one from the bar that we pulled out of that bar?
Yes. Oh, the SMC stopped first.
Oh, did not even see that.
Yep. Actually, and the orange line is still going.
Okay, anything else stop? I just dropped something. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Creaky McNoiserson is still going. I can hear it.
SMC still going.
We should bring one of those other circulators up here because God, it is hot.
Oh yeah.
We got those two big ones downstairs.
Yes, we do.
That gold line in front. In fact, you could probably leave these on low overnight, all of them.
Yeah.
Let the bearings break in some.
Well, I'm not gonna be back here tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, leave them on low for a week even. I mean, worst case scenario, the view fan stopped, the 3-blade one.
Oh, the big new.
The gold line stopped, the HRS stopped, the orange line stopped.
Orange line stopped. Okay. And, oh, the brown gold line.
Brown gold line stopped. The new tone stopped, the noisy new tone.
Yep. Big Lasco is.
Then Lasco stopped.
Canine still going.
That other HRS in front stopped. I just realized there's two HRSs in front.
Yeah.
Are they the same?
No.
Okay.
No, they have different styles.
The butterfly stopped.
Oh, butterfly stop.
The other new fan. We got 3 new fans up here, I just realized.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So a little Codep, the golden, and
That one stopped.
the brown. I think Katie K's about this guy.
Yeah, the KDK stopped.
Yep. Okay, this gold line is still going, and
The ERS is still going.
oh yeah, that ERS.
This HRS is still going. The noisy TAT's still going. The
Yeah.
SMC is still going. The Crompton Greaves, which I like so much more than I thought I would. It's one of my favorite fans that's hanging right now, and I would not have guessed that in a million years.
Yeah.
And I don't like the little SMC nearly as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
It's funny how sometimes when you see stuff in certain installs, it changes your opinion of it.
Sure. But the way I see it, this one fit perfectly there.
Oh, I'm not complaining about anything. And we can always swap out too. We got plenty 36-inch
Yeah.
fans. That might be a good place to put a small blender fan.
Yeah.
Because right now there's nothing K55 up here, right?
No. No. I just, oh.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. ERS.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing, but it's got metal blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I keep thinking more about is the fact that everything up here is metal bladed.
That's very true to character.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from his metalness.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Crompton
Crompton
Greaves
Greaves.
is about to stop.
So really
And the gold line there's
yeah. So really it's going to be between the
this
ERS. I think the TAT looks like it's going to be last, honestly.
Because steel on steel.
Yeah, but there's been some other steel on steels that stopped much earlier.
Sure, but that one took a long time to spin down.
Yeah.
So does
It's
this.
probably the best performing steel on steel up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But that gold line there you got from Eau Claire,
Which one?
that one there.
This one came from Eau Claire?
Yep, you got it. It was like either of us was gonna go get it, but I didn't want to
Those
just make a 5-hour trip.
I know. I think my wife must have had a work meeting up there or something, or I must have had a Minneapolis trip.
Yeah, I think you did.
Because, yeah, Eau Claire's
5 hours
round trip?
each way.
It's not 5 hours each way.
It's almost to Minneapolis. It's about
Oh,
maybe
but
4.
it's further from you.
Yeah, maybe that's why I think it's 5 hours.
Yeah, no, it's not. How far is Minneapolis for you?
Maybe 6.
See, I make Minneapolis in 3.5.
Well, yeah, because you're much closer to like I-94.
I would have thought there'd be a shortcut from here to Eau Claire, but I guess not. You
No.
have to go through Madison?
Yes.
Okay,
Or at
well.
least before Madison, you'd go on to I-94 39 North when you reach almost Madison,
Uh-huh.
and then that's how you get to Minneapolis. And this TAT is the very last thing
Yep.
after spin. That is. Oh my God, yeah. This is definitely longest spin.
Yep.
Well, even when I tested it this
I'm sure.
I had Mark Wilson and Emmanuel with me when I tested this one. And that Airmaster below you, behind you there. It's right down there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Like a Pro Line.
Yeah.
I tested that. We tested that together, me and Emmanuel and Mark Wilson.
Okay, so let's go through them one at a time.
Yes.
What do you consider number one on the console? What's
But number 1 is the farthest away,
farthest away?
which is towards the big bay door.
Big
and
bay door.
5 is where I am.
Okay, so what's one?
1 is,
KDK?
yes, okay, it depends. There's 1 through 5 on each row.
Well, let's say you're going to number them 1 through 20.
Well, the way I did it was, okay, this is 1 red.
Okay, let's do this. Stop. Okay, that's 1.
Yes.
And then that's 1 through 5, and then the next row is 6 through 10.
Yeah.
That way, when I call it a number, you'll know.
Okay.
So, just to show the camera. So in my mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see you got them numbered 1 through 5. Or we could call this 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. We could do it like that.
I
You
thought
like
of something.
You like that better than than numbers?
Um.
Okay, so what's A1?
Well, A1 will be the KDK.
Okay, turn the KDK to low. So, any particular reason you hung the KDK here?
Well, it was something that Manuel sold to me, and it was I was impressed with this thing, with how these things run, this KDK. So
Okay.
I mean, this was something I actually wanted to hang when he came here, even though I had it hanging long before.
Gotcha.
I figured,
Have it hanging for him to see.
yeah, it's showing me, hey, I'm using it.
Okay, 1B.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and go back over. Keep that one to low. Okay, that's the ERS.
I mean, I don't think there's any really explanation needed for why this is hanging. These are so weird and uncommon that we had to see it up.
Oh yeah, this was something to display. I'm like, as soon as we tested this together,
Yeah, you're like, I want to hang that right away. I think you hung it like the next week.
Pretty much, yeah. This is the start of hanging industrials up here, right here.
Okay, well, no.
Let's see.
Oh, I was doing it wrong. I meant to do one. This is 1A. This is 2A, 3A.
So 3A is going to be the little SMC.
And I think you already kind of covered that one. It was a fan that was handy.
It fit there, and I got this from Brian Peterson.
Gotcha.
And see how short a downrod that is?
Yeah.
It clears that X.
That's true, because it's gonna be tough to find a downrod that clears that too.
Yeah, I had to work with this stuff, you know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, this one is not a low trim, but I was willing to work with that. What it does.
It's not bad, but we can always put one with a low trim too.
I think the low speed for a 36-inch needs to be a little faster. It's
Okay.
It's the same difference as a full-size industrial versus a portable fan.
Okay.
You know. See, I mean, would you expect a portable fan to go as slow as this ERS? It wouldn't do you anything.
Well, I have some portable fans with aesthetic lows in my house, but that's because I have them on infinitely variable speed controls.
Right,
So
but it's just not practical for what I'm using it here for.
Yeah. Well, my only thing is as long as it doesn't stall out, then there's no harm because you can always turn it up.
Yes.
As long as it's not a solid state.
But I'm willing to work with that.
No, it's not bad. Okay, so what's 4A?
Is going to be
Or
the
A4.
gold line.
So you sunk my battleship. And this is a late 80s or this is a current version?
This is a current.
Well, the late 80s have the 4 rivets and wider blades. I can't tell. Do you know what year this is?
Yes. It was
Oh, he's gonna go on the ladder.
slow enough I could just hold it. Let me just... Oh, wait.
Okay, so that is the current version.
Yes.
Still looks like a gold line.
Yeah.
Still pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then the last of the A row.
Yes.
This is a Silverline.
Caraway HRS.
What's it actually labeled? Silverline, right?
It doesn't say Silverline. It just says Banville/Envirofan.
And it's got a silver stripe. Okay.
And
And why do you call it Caraway?
because it's actually the same. The motor and blades are the same as those Caraway industrials, and I got two
Gotcha.
down there that are labeled Caraway.
I don't think we've ever actually figured out who the OEM is for these, have we?
No, because get this, you know, like the one HRS that has the wider stripe, because there's a motor that's got it starting to peel, and if you start to peel that, you can see the inner stripe is exactly this.
Yeah.
You know, so basically, essentially, if you peel that outer stripe off of that type of HRS, you literally have this.
Okay. Any particular reason you threw this up?
Well, it's definitely, well, for one, it's definitely a powerful, it's similar to a gold line. It's pretty close.
Cast aluminum blades.
Yes, and also, get this, the movie theater that I used to go to in Menominee Falls had these in one of the theaters. And this movie theater, I was going to tell you, is like, not the seating where it goes up in steps.
Mm-hmm.
That started in the late 90s. I remember when they built the new theater in Menominee Falls.
Is it a slanted floor?
Slanted floor, but it was like in like a lot of some of the churches.
Gotcha.
You know, it wasn't like steep steps.
Gotcha. So my uncle's church in Chicago,
Yeah.
which is loaded with SMCs, not any interesting SMCs, just like DC 52s. But there's like 100 of them in there.
Yeah.
It was a movie theater. It was originally built in like the 40s, and it was a movie theater, and the floor is just a steep slant
Yeah.
from the back to the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, the seating was not on like steps like they are now.
Okay. So
Okay, next fan.
a 1B.
Oh, 1B. That's going to be the golden fan.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
I mean, when I saw these up close, I couldn't believe these blades. They're like a cascade, kind of like a Casablanca cascade blade set.
Oh yeah, they are.
So, I'm assuming you just was like, that's too cool not to have one hanging.
That, and there was 2 more.
Yeah, we have 3 of them total.
Yes, and I picked this one was complete together.
One of them still in the museum?
Yes, I
Okay.
just didn't take it down yet.
Gotcha. I think that's the cleanest one, the one that was in the museum.
Yes, you said that one that you put there was actually did not work at all because there was a misconnection in it.
Inside, it was actually, I had to open the motor to get to it.
Yes, and because of that, the bearings were perfect on that one.
Yeah.
And these had worn bearings, but I don't hear any bearing noise.
No, seems good to me.
Apparently, so really.
Yeah, I love these. We got to find the nuts. I have all the nuts for them. We just got to find it.
Okay.
So, next up, so Pete reminded me that this is the orange line that I pulled out of an abandoned bar.
That's right.
Were you with me when I did that?
No, I did not actually. I only saw it on video.
In my mind, Pete was there.
Yeah. But you were on a trip that I couldn't make.
Gotcha.
Now, where was this troll in?
Mount Horeb, right by Todd's house.
Mount Horeb.
So right on the other side of Madison.
Okay.
Like, you know, if you're going...
I keep thinking that it was in Baraboo for some reason.
Because Mount Horeb and Baraboo are kind of close, but...
And you said, I thought Baraboo was by Wisconsin Dells.
It is. So if you go west of Madison, Mount Horeb, and then you go northwest of Madison is Baraboo, and then you go just straight north is the Dells.
Okay.
So they make kind of a circle.
All right.
Any particular reason you hung this?
This was kind of that unique type of motor. I wanted a Pelco type motor, type industrial, but I have another that is a Pelco industrial, but it needs work.
Gotcha. How many blades is that?
It's 3, just like this.
I really want to find a 4-blade one.
Oh, that would be tough, but I would love that.
Yeah, hopefully we will one day. Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah.
This is the butterfly that you got from Welker.
Yes, I did get that from you.
I would love to find one of these that's all complete and in good shape, but every time I've ever seen one, the canopies have been destroyed.
I mean, the canopy, what would the canopy look like?
They were just like plastic bell canopies.
But this one's a metal bell, but I was...
These aren't original, are they?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the canopy and downrod Welker put some different ones on there. Maybe he didn't tell you that. He's not the most...
Whether he did, but it didn't bother me at all because...
No, because it's still...
It looks too natural. It looks... To me, it looks...
No, it looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the original canopies would be similar to this shape. I'll send you a picture of one.
Okay.
They'd be similar to this shape, they'd just be plastic. And every time I've seen them, they've been like
You know
disintegrated.
that I've seen pictures of these. I can't remember the canopy, but I know these came with a control box.
Yes, they did.
And I think Tice has shown one of these.
I don't know, his might be different. I don't know. So here we have the...
Oh yeah, the tat. The UFO. It's a thin UFO tat. Like the broad stop.
And you found this recently, right?
Yes, from Tosa Restore. And this one, based on where it is, you get this. I remember these at Century Foods.
Yep, so do I.
You did a video on ones with these.
Yep,
ones.
I think it still exists.
Yeah, and here's the other thing about it is not only were they in Century Foods, but the fact is this was one industrial install that wasn't really high up.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I could look at them up close and be amazed at them. They were usually on low to more low medium was the most common speed they were at.
I never saw them on high in Century, that's for sure.
There one time or a couple of times I did actually during the summer.
I never saw that at any of mine. This is the brown gold line that was in my garage?
Yes. I kept that shortest downrod because it fits perfectly.
It sure
right
does.
Here. Okay.
And no real reason to have to explain putting a brown gold line
Yeah.
of any variant.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think Pete and I both like the Union version best, especially in brown.
Absolutely.
But I'm not going to say no to a brown gold line of any.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so next up is... I got a knot hit my head. on the beams or my foot on the CB. So this is the new tone that was downstairs, right?
Yes, I moved it up here.
So you're over here and the control is over there.
I know, but I wanted to, well, I wanted to show it.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna sit in this rocking chair.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm the heat.
Okay,
It's still a
here
little
we go.
warm for my lungs. So my parents' church when I was a kid had 3 of these.
Okay. Yeah. And of course there's a certain kid on here that's really loves these things.
Is that I can't think of his name.
Braxton? He
Braxton.
loves these things. I gotta call out to him because he loves these things and I own one, so I figured I'd at least show him one.
I thought about these for the barbershop.
Yeah?
I don't know if I want to put something this cool in the barbershop. I'm not sure if we have enough of them, but I thought about it in terms of like a brown industrial that look appropriate,
Yep.
Well, whenever you're ready for this is row C now. Whenever you're ready for 2C. Careful, there's an SMC.
Okay. Actually, yeah, new fan is next.
Now that one's loud. I never saw this variant when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I saw the wood-bladed ones. I'm trying to think if I saw any metal-bladed new fans. I don't think I did, not until I was old enough to drive on my own, and then I stopped in a Stein Gardens and Gifts.
I grew up with Stein Gardens and Gifts. So as a kid, I seen these. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
They were brown, but with no nut on them. That was the only difference, is brown and no nut.
We have a brown with a nut, don't we?
Yes, it's a 48 inch.
48.
But there's a trailer place I go to
Uh-huh.
that to get trailer parts and such, or trailer lights fixed at.
Uh-huh.
Their little trailer parts store has got one of these in brown with a nut.
I really want to find a 4-bladed one.
that.
We have that white 4-blade that's 48, and we got the 36-inch here.
Oh, if you could find a full size like that former pool place.
Yes.
Ah, yes. That looks
So let me ask you this question while I'm thinking about it. Do we have a full-size tat with a nut?
hat with a nut.
Yeah, like a wing tat with a nut on the bottom. Cast
I
one.
do not know.
Like they have in U-Hauls?
Yeah, I don't know of us having that.
I don't think we do. That's another one we got to find then.
Yes.
It's not like one of my all-time favorites, but it's one I'd really like to see installed here.
I know I have a straight bladed cast one with a nut on it, but it's a 36 inch.
I've got a curved bladed 36 in my dad's garage.
Yes, that I do remember, but not a full size. Okay, next is the SMC.
SMC. Is this one of the Detroit ones, or is this?
Yes, it is. It's the one that you went through the mud, you said?
Oh man, that was a day.
See, I cleaned this one up to put up.
Yeah, those blades are still pretty bent though. I can look at it and see that. I'm surprised it doesn't wobble as worse than it does. So, how many did you have to go through to find one that worked?
Luckily, 2. There's the other 3, I think. Right here. I don't know if there's any more. Oh, there's one more.
That one's pretty foobarred looking.
That one's.
I'm not showing the fans on the floor just yet in case we want any of them to be surprises.
Sure.
But
I went through them all. There was only the total number of.
6.
Yeah. Or 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4 on the floor, and I gave one to Chandru, and then there's one on the ceiling, so I guess that's 6. I thought.
7.
Okay. And then there's also the ones that came out of that ice rink, too. Those are the ones where the downrods are removed.
Yeah.
And some of them have been painted.
Yep.
One of those is here, though. I don't know where it is, but one of those is here.
Oh.
It'd be the one in the nicest shape.
Okay, I don't.
It's here somewhere. Maybe it's taken apart.
I don't really.
Well, let's look for it another time.
It's not here. I do not see it here. I know what we got here. Okay, so see, I got the low speed for that one. Good. Okay. Crompton Greaves.
First place I ever saw these was the white ones in a Mound's pet food warehouse. And then after that, my high school installed some white ones.
Oh, yeah?
But they were very common in Illinois in churches. For they must have been like a distributor that sold to churches that sold these, because the way blender fans are common up here in churches,
Yeah.
and gold lines are common up here in churches. In northern Illinois, you see so many of these in churches.
Oh, nice. Well, and get this. My grandpa's cousin, we've given her a visit when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
She had this exact one in her bedroom.
Wow, 56?
Probably, I'm guessing so. It was pretty big. And it was on a short downrod like that, so, but it was no light, of course. It was exactly like that. And it was on a control box, a big control box. It was
So,
like
yeah.
either a 3 or 4 speed control box.
I liked this so much more than I thought I would. I really like seeing it up there. We gotta tuck those wires in the canopy. Oh no, I'm not. Again, you take everything I'm saying as a criticism, and I'm not. You did a phenomenal work. I'm just making notes.
Okay.
Now, one thing we should do differently when I'm looking at it from this angle
Yeah.
is that wire going to that that preheat there.
Yeah.
We can figure out if there's a better way to do
Oh
that.
yeah, I already got on that.
Oh, okay, no worries then.
I'll be on that.
That's gonna be with these barn lights.
Yes.
Gotcha.
When I do that.
Okay.
I'm
You know, that preheat could also be a good thing for downstairs, and then we can put a different light there over the stairs.
I was thinking about that.
Because it kind of matches those louvered fixtures.
Yes, I was.
That's another option. We got plenty of options. That's, you know, that's why.
I was thinking about that.
So the Dayton Lasco you guys have seen in previous videos, but I'll show you again.
Yes. It's on a 3-speed. This is the only one I put on a 3-speed.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to use these on a solid state.
For whatever reason, I don't know the reason.
16-pole motors and solid state don't play well together, and I can't tell you why. That's something that motor guys have always told me.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is between 16 poles and 18 poles and 28 poles in terms of why some play with solid state and some don't.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, you're not supposed to use these on a solid state, and the way that you can tell is that they're incredibly noisy. Anything you put on a solid state and it's like unbearably noisy,
Yeah.
that's a good chance that that's going to overheat.
Okay. All right, last row.
Last row A, B, C, D, E. Wait, A, B, C,
Yes.
D.
Yeah,
D for
let's
Dan.
see. 4A.
No, this is one. This is
Oh yeah, 1.
1D.
1B.
And
That's
this is the one that I had upstairs at my shop, and then was in the museum. And Pete got it back from the museum, and I was like, I want to try that in my kitchen or in Abby's room. And Pete's like, no, I want to hang that at the barn. And I was like, you know what? I can't argue with that. It's too cool not to hang here. So
Yep.
I badly want more like this. Four curved blade industrials,
Yep.
even 4 straight blade industrials, but especially 4 curved blade industrials. I want all of
Yeah,
them.
that would.
I have very few.
Right, they're hard to come by, and this is identically. This is just a small version of like the ones at that pool place.
Yep.
The former pool sales, swimming pool sales.
Okay, so tell me about this HRS here.
Okay, this HRS, for one, I definitely wanted to hang an HRS just cause. There's others that I think about when I hang these.
Yep.
You know,
This is for Chandler.
yeah, you can say
Take that, Chandler.
Yep. Yeah, there was a couple of them in rough shape, but then this one was in really good shape.
Yeah. Looks like we've already touched up the paint on the bottom of that, but it needs a little more because I can see like a
Yeah.
paint mark.
Yep.
Let's fire it up.
Okay, here it goes.
So my very favorite in this whole display is this Union Gold line here.
Oh yeah, of course.
And that's the one apparently that I found at Habitat.
Yeah.
And I mean, not only are these one of my all-time favorite fans, but just hanging there at the peak in the rafters reminds me of so many childhood installs.
Exactly, that's my point too.
And it's like right over, it's like we're nearing the Bay Area, so you can see it from below.
Yes.
And like I couldn't have picked a better fan for there if I tried. And he got the one with the actual gold line label.
Yes.
Like everything about that is wonderful. It's my favorite thing. It's one of my favorite installs anywhere.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't tell me he was gonna do that. He didn't ask me or anything first.
Well,
like he just surprised me with it.
Actually, I did mention it.
Well, I'm saying you didn't say, hey, where should we put the gold line?
No, I did not ask.
And so he just surprised me by putting it in the most perfect place.
Yeah, that's exactly what I.
Well, turn it on already, damn it, Pete.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it needs balancing too, but we'll.
Yes,
Although there was a hardware store when I was a kid, the hardware store that used to be where the Restore is now, and my favorite, they had 6 of these in the showroom area and then 2 or 3 more in back.
Okay.
And my favorite one in the showroom area wobbled badly. I don't know why it was my favorite, but it was. It looked like it was kind of dancing on the drop ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have to very carefully touch the paint up on the bottom of that one because we don't want to lose any of the original finish. Maybe that's one we use with a paint brush and touch it up.
Right. Yeah.
I've even done white out, but I think in this case we can probably match it better with some, or I've used nail polish.
Yeah. Which one? Gold line?
On any fan.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 more. So is this labeled Caraway? What's this labeled, Pete?
Which one? Oh, that one was labeled HRS.
Okay, so the Century Foods, when I was a kid, had like 20 of these labeled Caraway.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they came labeled HRS.
Yeah, the labeling is pretty much worn off, but you gave me one to work on that was all bound up or bearings.
Where did I get that from?
I don't remember.
I don't even remember that.
We tried testing it together, and we got to see why it's not flying, and we tried capacitor and everything.
So it's a shame that I don't even remember that fan.
But we did test it together.
Well, I believe you. I'll go back and find the video.
This and another one, I actually got on an Indiana trip. I made a little trip.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Next time you come over this way, bring the camera. I'm going to try the camera from this angle. We'll switch camera angles throughout the movie.
Right.